Vesperzerolight Edition is now available for the Nintendo Switch. This is a dark, dystopian and mysterious game where you control an android through two-dimensional puzzles. This game was developed by the Italian studio Cordons Interactive and is currently priced at $8. Feel free to subscribe to my channel, I review new games every week. I received a review copy of this game, and with that said, let's check out Vesperzerolight Edition. The game is about an android that is on a desolate planet. Something has happened. Black figures fight against each other. You as a player must investigate what happened by finding different parchments. The scriptures give a picture of what is going on. Vesper can be perceived as containing typical movement patterns for a two-dimensional game. The android can jump and move sideways. It's not possible to rush through the game, the speed is limited. However, the android can move slowly by pressing lightly on the left stick. But to what use? I don't know really. I never had any use for walking slowly in this game. After a while, the character finds an object that radically changed the game, a ray gun. This weapon has a rather unique property in that the enemies can be manipulated by exposing them to light. Light can be absorbed by attracting light from a light source. In this way, you take control of the enemy, which is necessary to unlock doors or overcome obstacles. After the controlled enemy has performed a maneuver, the enemy can be destroyed by pressing the R button. It's even possible to manipulate enemies to attack each other. In some situations, you have to perform larger tasks. Here I have to manipulate a hovering enemy and collect light to be able to open up a new path. The developers have really found an entertaining concept involving manipulation, dodging enemies and solving various two-dimensional puzzles. The enemies are usually fairly easy to avoid. If they see you, they will chase you, but they are also limited. For example, if they are standing on a plateau, they will never jump down and hunt you. The game is not running on a timer, but can possibly be experienced as stressful or hectic. Sometimes you're haunted by a purple-blue sludge called zero light. If you don't solve a puzzle fast enough, the light catches you and you lose. This means that you're sometimes forced to hurry up or play under stress to get out of a tricky situation. But there are a lot of checkpoints in this game, so you never have to redo a lot of stuff. There is actually a good variety in this game. There are lots of different puzzles, and it never feels particularly monotonous. Another thing I found interesting was that the enemies sometimes disappear from the screen, but a white light reveals their position, that they are either on their way away or on their way back. In this way you can time your actions. I really like this mechanic, to make decisions based on the enemy's movements and how to position yourself. The graphics in this game are dark, atmospheric and contain lots of silhouettes. Usually 3 colors are combined at a time. Black is always one of them. For example, light blue, blue and black, or light green, green and black. Some effects are also particularly nice. This shimmer illuminates the image and is nicely aimed at the ground and the surroundings. I really think this looks good on the Nintendo Switch. You should definitely not expect a game that contains rainbows and bright color combinations. This is a dark game that is in line with the game's story. Vesperzerolight Edition is a solid two-dimensional adventure game. I played the game both handheld and docked. No crashes or any major issues with frame rates. It flows well. The game is relatively large. Depending on how good you are at solving puzzles, you can get through the game in a couple of hours, but my first replay took about 8 hours, but then I got stuck on a couple of puzzles. The graphics help to create an atmospheric feeling. It's a dystopian and dark game. The control generally works well, but be prepared for the android to move relatively slowly. The best aspects of the game are probably the use of the ray gun and all the puzzles. The degree of difficulty is well balanced. It definitely gets trickier the further one goes. I can recommend this game if you enjoy dark two-dimensional adventure games that revolve around solving puzzles. Feel free to subscribe to my channel. I review new games every week. Have a good day. See ya!